It has recently been reported less than 30 minutes ago that RFK Jr. has rescinded the Indian Health Service layoff orders. In the article, it talks about how he has verbally rescinds the layoffs of 950 Indian Health Service workers as of Friday evening, just hours before many IHS workers had been told that they had or were going to lose their jobs. According to the Federal Office of Personnel Management, about 950 employees were potentially going to be notified of their layoff or have been notified. And yes, this is all a part of the federal plan of the Trump administration and Elon's Office of Management, whatever, where a bunch of federal employees are being laid off and these departments are being deemed as, I guess, ineffective for the government. Since the news broke out in Indian Health Services, there was articles and so much messaging about how this can be life or death impact. As Native American federally enrolled tribes, we have treaty rights to healthcare, education, and others as well, and healthcare is of the top, where a lot of us, including myself, as a federally recognized enrolled member, receive healthcare services from Indian Healthcare Services, also known as IHS. And as this article states, 214 tribal nations receive IHS healthcare services. Now, this federal layoff is jeopardizing folks who are newly employed by the federal government, so folks who are in their probationary period of 1 to 2 years, and it is approximated to be about 100 doctors, 350 nurses, nursing assistants, pharmacists, and other healthcare workers. So it seems like there was an attempt to exempt some other healthcare professionals as well, but I haven't seen anything from the White House or from HHS, so this is what we're going with. So I guess we could breathe for just a little bit in the Indian Healthcare Service system, but unfortunately, the layoffs of 2,600 other federal employees with the Department of the Interior, the Bureau of Indian Affairs, the Bureau of Indian Education, and the Department of Justice and other agencies have continued with their layoff process. I'm not going to praise an administration or folks who are appointed to these positions who should be doing their job and should not be letting these slip by. I want to also highlight and uplift folks who have vocal about how this is extremely dangerous to let go of healthcare workers. Reiterating the message that this was life or death, and though it really is true, seems like it has gone through and have heard of the ears of this administration who seem to be not listening to a lot of what's happening in other people and experts. There's no updates on Haskell Nation University federal employee layoffs, and our community is hurting right now in Lawrence, Kansas. The most that I think that we can do in this situation is to notify our Congress folks, your Congress representatives, and your U.S. senators of your state to let them know that this is unacceptable and we need to uphold our obligations to treaties. Not only is this destroying lives, families, communities, but it's also impacting everyone. Everyone's feeling the hurt right now, from farmers and ranchers and producers who utilize federal funding, to our immigrant population, to our LGBTQ+, our trans folks. Everyone, we're in this together. We're stronger in numbers. We will rise. We are resilient. We will continue to resist. And our ancestors have fought these fights before. Unfortunately, now it's our time to. So stay engaged, be there for your community, and be there for your neighbors and others.